What's going on, guys? TCM MarkyB here. Just a little recap video on MLG Anaheim. We obviously came out with third place. A lot of people would be pretty happy about that. Me, I'm a perfectionist. I always want to win, and although I am somewhat happy, I can never be content with anything but first. That's just the way I've always been. And even when I was coming top 24, bouncing back to second, I was never happy with second place. Or there's nothing worse than being so close to being a winner and not being a winner. Like I think you always gotta want to win, regardless. You can never be happy with anything but a win. So that's like a lot of people have been saying to me, be happy about it. But I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong. But would have liked to place a bit higher. Would have liked to win the event. Regardless, anyway, guys, highest placed EU team at an MLG event ever throughout the whole history of MLG, and I mean, I don't think that it's ever happened. I don't think anyone's ever placed higher. I'm not I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but I'm really proud of what we achieved. Like I said, going into G23, I'm incredibly confident with this team. I think we can go two steps further. I think we can win the tournament. In all honesty, I think the team has the ability. P is honestly one of the most individually talented players in the game. I think Gunchain, Moose, also two amazingly talented players, and then you've got me, who's like the fucking, I'm like the, I don't even know what to compare me to. I'm like, the way I see Call of Duty is like I'm playing Command and Conquer, and I'm like the guy who's playing with the keyboard and mouse, and they're like they are the sort of they're like the units, and I mean PE is like the big fucking berserker tank unit. Gunch is like the one that's the same as that, like a helicopter, and then Moose is like the fucking, I don't even know what Moose is. Moose is something else. Moose is like a hybrid of the both. He's like a helicopter tank, fucking wombo combo. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, came third, lost to Optic and FaZe Red. FaZe Red, the game on Friday, I'm really glad we lost that, right? This makes no sense. I'm glad we lost it because it gave us a real kick in the arse, and it set us up going into Saturday knowing that we really needed to step up and stop losing such close games. And I think over the last 4 months, we've lost so many close matches, and that's just seemed to be the story for TCM. And I think, like us going into Saturday, we just like refused to lose on close circumstances again. We went hard till the very end, and that's why we came out on top on Saturday. Won both games. We won against Denial and TK. Won 3-0 and 3-1. Denial game. Both games were fairly close. I mean, the Denial game in particular. I mean, we won. I'm pretty sure that the Blitz wasn't close, but the S&D was 6-4. It could have really. There was a couple of rounds that could have went either way. And I mean, the domination, I think we only won by like 15 points. Zuma was going off for Denial, I must admit. Zuma really did step up at this event. I think a lot of people before the event were like saying he was a bit of an online player, online god, and all these things, and he really did prove a lot of people wrong. His team, his team didn't perform as well, but I think Zuma really did step up and show that he is one of the best players in the game, and really that he can perform at a top level. So I'm glad that he did that. He really was a nice guy when I got a chance to talk to him. So credit where credit's due. Zuma performed well. I would like to see him in a top team very soon. Now moving on, we played against TK. Another very close match. We won the first match by like 30 points, but I think it was one of those ones where it was close throughout, and then we just sort of stepped into overdrive in the last 2 minutes and really took the game to TK and really stretched out our lead. And then we took the Blitz. No, we didn't take the Blitz. We lost the Blitz. We were 2-0 up, lost the Blitz, 2-1 up. And then the last map was Sovereign Dome, which apparently was one of TK's strongest maps, but we won it pretty convincingly by like 60 points. I think we were up by like 40 going into the second half, and then we won by like 20, 30. And I think we all stopped playing with like a minute to go as well, just knowing he'd already won it. And PT was still playing, obviously. He wanted to get his KD up. And then going to the Sunday, we knew we had FaZe Black in the morning. We knew it was going to be a tough game, but we knew we could take it. A lot of my team have said after that, well, Swizz and Gunchi in particular, they thought that FaZe Black may be our limit, and I think that, I mean, it was obviously going to be a tough game, but really I never had that idea in my head. I thought we were going to smash them. It was actually closer than I expect. Like, obviously people are going to call me crazy, like, why would you expect to beat FaZe Black? But I think that's where you got to go into Call of Duty games. You got to think you're the best, and you got to just think positive. Think of what your strengths are. Think of what their weaknesses are. Don't think about their positives. Think about how you're going to beat them. Think about how you're going to destroy their lives. And that's the way I look at Call of Duty on a daily basis. So yeah, I mean it was a really close series. I mean, it went last map 6-5. You can't really get closer than that. They destroyed us on DOMs. We beat them convincingly on Blitz, and on the first S&D it should have been 6-0, but ended 6-1 due to the PT choke where he let the guy defuse the bomb when but it was a bit unlucky at the same time. Nonetheless, we won 6-1, so a win's a win, it didn't really matter. We just all stayed composed after that round, even though I seen Centre went absolutely ballistic. We all knew that we were stronger than on that map. We knew we could take them. I don't know, we just seemed to have their number on S&D. Our aggressive strategies just seemed to catch them off guard. And a lot of people have been saying to me, like, you get EU teams and in your team in particular were playing reckless, but every sort of strategy that we had at that event, like, it was all methodical. Like, there was no, like, if we're rushing, we know, like, what, like, if we get to this point, we know that a player is going to come around the corner at this specific time if he's rushing, or it's all methodical. Like, it's not a, like, sort of a random rush where I'm bombing it through mid-map. I mean, FaZe Black won a couple of rounds against us where they literally just smoked mid-map on Octane S&D and just ran through. That is not methodical. I mean, we literally, like, our rushes and strategies all make sense. They're all with smokes timed, stuns timed. It all makes sense if you actually sit and just watch all four of our point of views. But, like, some of the rushes I've seen, they were just, like, smoking B-Dom on Octane and just bombing it through and getting into pawn and just hoping to find someone. Like, in my opinion, that is just reckless as fuck. But nonetheless, we won the game 6-5. We were 5-3 down, obviously came back with 6-5. Incredible intense game. Loved that we actually won one of those series, because that's literally been synonymous with TCM for about 3-4 months now. We've not been able to close out the 5-5s, and we finally done it. We came back from 5-3 down, won 6-5, and it really did show the composure and the focus of the team, and I'm really proud of the guys, like I said before. Then we went on to play Curse Black, won 3-0, and this was a game that, once again, was very close. I think we won by 1 point on the first map, and it was literally about to tick over to draw the game, and we won. So I mean, that was nuts. I can't believe that. Like, we probably should have drawn that first map. Nonetheless, we won it. I'm going to take it. S&D, I'm pretty sure we won pretty convincingly. I can't really remember. And then the Blitz, we won pretty convincingly as well, from what I remember. I like, a lot of these series are fucking, apart from the memorable maps and stuff, a lot of them have literally gone in one year and just out the other. So, like, I can't even remember the scores and stuff. But I'm just trying to remember as much as possible. We went on to play Optic then. We were told by a lot of people to veto strikes on Dom. We ended up saying, oh no, we're not going to do that, even though we'd lost the last 3 times. We played strikes on Dom first, got fucked. In hindsight, I don't know why we didn't veto strikes on Dom. This is something we've talked about. We should have probably vetoed it, but nonetheless, who's to say that they would have beat us on whatever map we had played otherwise? So, like I said, it's all hindsight, but who knows what would have happened. We then played Octane S&D. We lost when we were 5-4 up, I believe. I think we were 5-4 up. We probably should have won that game, and then we went on to Blitz Freight, and we just pretty much lost fair and square. It was close, but Freight Blitz was a weird one for us, because in going into the event, we literally hadn't lost it in 4 months. And then Americans really did know how to play it. EU teams do not know how to play Freight Blitz, and we thought we were good at it, but, like, we are good at it, but EU teams just don't know how to play it. That's the real truth. And we lost it by one flag pretty much every single time we played it, which is just the way it went. We got bad starts every single time as well, which obviously I think could have contributed to it. I think if we'd got good starts, we probably would have lost so easily. Every single time it just felt like the other team was in the driving seat. We always brought it to such a close margin, but then we just couldn't get over that hurdle. Anyway, lost 3 out to Optic, came 3rd. Happy about that? Content? No. I want to win the next event. I want to win G3. I want to win EGL. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed our run in Anaheim. And if you haven't already, guys, subscribe to the channel and also like this video. I'd really appreciate it. keep an eye on my stream because I'm gonna be streaming a lot. So I'll see y'all later. Peace out.